People who never brag are often misunderstood. Watch till the end and comment where you are watching from. In a world where everyone is loud about their wins, their silence looks like absence. People assume they have nothing going on. Nothing to show. Nothing to prove. But that assumption is the first mistake. Because the people who never brag usually aren't quiet by accident. They're quiet by choice. They learn something early that most people never do. They learned that attention is expensive. And the more you chase it, the more control you give away. So instead of talking, they observe. Instead of announcing, they build. Instead of convincing others, they let time do the explaining. People who brag want to be seen. People who stay silent want to see. And there's a big difference. Bragging is often a response to insecurity. It's proof-seeking behavior. It says, please notice me. Please confirm my value. Please agree that I matter. But those who never brag already settled that argument internally. They don't need applause to validate their existence. They don't need witnesses to feel real. Their confidence is quiet because it's not borrowed. Most people talk about what they will do. The silent ones talk only after it's already done. And sometimes, not even then. They understand something uncomfortable. The moment you brag, you invite comparison. The moment you compare, you invite envy. And envy never watches quietly. So they move in silence. Not because they're weak, but because they're strategic. You'll often notice this pattern. The loudest person in the room is rarely the most powerful. The most powerful person is usually listening. People who never brag don't waste energy explaining themselves. They let patterns speak. They let results show up before words do. While others are busy narrating their journey. The silent ones are already at the destination. And this makes people uncomfortable. Because silence creates uncertainty. And uncertainty forces people to project. Some will assume arrogance. Some will assume fear. Some will assume failure. But projection says more about the observer than the observed. The truth is, people who never brag have already learned who listens and who only pretends to. They know who claps only when it benefits them. They know who smiles while keeping score. So they stop sharing prematurely. They don't announce their moves because unfinished plans are fragile. They don't expose their progress because growth needs privacy. They don't explain their mindset because not everyone deserves access. Silence becomes their filter. Another truth most people miss. Those who never brag usually carry depth, not noise. They've failed quietly. They've rebuilt privately. They've been underestimated so many times that they stopped correcting people. Because correcting people is exhausting. Outgrowing them is easier. They don't feel the need to prove people wrong verbally. They let reality do it for them. And when success finally shows up, it looks sudden to outsiders. Overnight success, they call it. But it was never overnight. It was just invisible. People who never brag understand timing. They know that speaking too early can sabotage momentum. They know that revealing too much attracts the wrong energy. So they wait. Not because they're unsure, but because they're precise. You'll also notice this. When people who never brag finally speak, others listen. Their words carry weight because they're rare. Their opinions land because they're considered. Their presence is felt because it's intentional. They don't talk to fill space. They talk to move things. And that's why some people try to provoke them. To get a reaction. To pull them into noise. But silence isn't emptiness. It's containment. It's power under control. The people who never brag don't need to remind the room who they are. The room eventually adjusts around them. And here's the final truth most people don't want to hear. Those who never brag are not behind. They are ahead, quietly. They're playing a longer game. A deeper game. A game where validation doesn't matter, but direction does. So if you are one of them, if you move quietly, build privately, and let results speak. Don't rush to explain yourself. The people who need bragging to understand you were never your audience anyway. Silence is not your weakness. It's your advantage. And the ones who truly matter, they'll notice without being told.